What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Negative Degree Podcast. I'm your host, like always, DJ Frostbite. Before we get into the topic of today, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm on Restream, but I'm streaming on Facebook Live, YouTube. I usually do Twitch and stuff, but just doing Facebook and YouTube today. So like, share, subscribe, follow. Also, don't forget to join join the Discord, join the Frozen Wasteland, be a part of the conversation. Link is in the description below. Once again, make sure you join. We can talk, have conversations. If there is a topic that you want me to discuss, depending on what it is, I'll talk about it here on the podcast. Also, don't forget to leave some comments. I got live comments, live chat. I'll read out any comments or any questions on the podcast live. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hopefully this year will be better than the last 2 years that we've had. Hopefully no crazy fucking viruses, no having to be shut down in the house, and anything like that. Not being too hopeful and stuff like that, but hey, maybe things will change. Hopefully something happen. But topic of today, I talk about friends, actual real friends. I feel like during the years and during the decades, we have kind of changed the meaning of what a friend is, because everybody considers like a lot of people friends, where that has been kind of out there like very loosely. You know, I consider certain people friends, but I really should consider them, associates, acquaintances, stuff like that. I want to talk about actually being a real true friend to someone. Now, I get, especially with the new era of people, that friends are just someone you hang out with and you have fun and, stuff like that. You go out and party with, you go do whatever with. Friend, like when you were in school, friends with someone that was just in your class or stuff like that. You might have hung out after school and stuff like that, but it was basically someone that was just in your surroundings. It levels up a little bit when you get older and you get out of school. You go to college or you do jobs, go to work and stuff like that. You meet other people. I will say this with experience. I don't have that many real friends or someone that I call like my best friends. Even my circle of friends are very, very small. It's probably like less than 10 maybe. My definition of a friend is someone who is usually going to be there for you. Whether it is you're going through something in life, or you need that pick me up, or hey, maybe the occasional, hey, I'm falling on hard times, help me out, I pay you back, stuff like that. But also, I think a real friend is someone who is going to tell you what the fuck is really up. Like, they're not going to sugarcoat shit a lot of the times. Like, they are going to be the person who is like, when you're fucking up, they're going to tell you when you're fucking up. And I feel like that's where like a lot of people get like the whole friend thing twisted. See, people think friends are just supposed to like stick by your side. Whatever you say is like gospel, blah, 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 blah. And sometimes it should be. Something like if you're going through a breakup or something like that, or just something around that area. Yes, friends should be, with you. They're just like, oh yeah, fuck that person. You're better than that. You can find somebody better, blah, 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 blah. Now, is it always going to happen like that? No. Because you could be a shitty ass person and the person you left, it would was way better off without you. But stuff like that, where you're going through like heartbreak or you're going through shit like that, they should be on your side. They should be there telling you what's really up. But a real true friend, if you fucking up, they should be like, hey, you need to change some shit around. Like you doing this and doing that, It shouldn't just be all this like hand holding. Like a friend should not be doing hand holding. They should tell you what you need to change, which like when you fuck up, And that should be the person where, since you know they're always there for you, what they're saying is true. They're around you most of the time. Now, also, I think a real friend isn't someone that you necessarily have to talk to all the time, or even have to see all the time. Now, I have friends who I see on various occasions. You know, we all work, we all do different things, we're all on certain schedules. But when we do hang out, when we do talk, it's like we never missed a beat. And I think with everyone, like all the, I guess the younger people now, which I hate saying that, even though I'm 28, it seems like for to be a best friend, you guys gotta hang out like 24/7, go everywhere, and that's not really the case. Like everybody has a life outside of someone. You just can't expect someone just to be around you all the fucking time and do the same things, and it's not right. It can't happen. I can see some people in the chat. See Darren. See Unique. See my homie Norman or the plug Tyrone. Need to change that name, by the way. What's up? How y'all doing? Actually, speaking of friends, my friend is actually in the chat. A friend I've had since high school. We've been friends since, I think it's been 11, 12 years. Met each other junior year. We still have no idea how we became friends, actually. Still have no idea. We were in English class. Don't know how the hell we even like talked or what. I do still remember. I'll tell this story. It'll be a little frosty treat for you. I need to make that graphic, by the way. Me and my friend Norman, who's in the chat, who's in the live chat right now, we used to rap. Or we used to write lyrics and stuff in English class, so stuff like that when we hang out. And he can even tell you this if he wants to in the comments or in the live chat. In our school, because I transferred high schools after my sophomore year. So in our school, in the courtyard, they had chickens. They were like breeding chickens and stuff like that. And every morning, because our first class was at 7 in the morning. And so like depending on what time, like depending on the season or whatever like that, sun wouldn't really come up until around that time. And they got these chickens in the courtyard, and without missing a beat, it's just, they were just crowing and like roosters crowing and shit like that, just for like minutes at a time. Like it's probably like a half hour, sometimes almost the entire, excuse me, I had to burp a little bit. Usually for the entire like class time. And that's the last thing you want to hear when you've been up since like 5:30 to get ready for school, had to take the bus, you know, it's dark and shit like that. You still tired as shit because you don't want to, and then also you bored because you in this class with a fucking horrible teacher. Also, side note, my English teacher my junior year was a piece of shit to me. She tried to lie and say that I hacked her computer to try to change my grade. I'm 16 years old. I had no idea how to do any of that. I'm computer savvy, but I couldn't do shit like that. Nor did I even have the resources to do that. But anyway, so me and Norman decided to make a song about killing these chickens. I don't know if I still have it. If I do, I'm going to look through it. I still have like notebooks and stuff from back then. I don't know if I still have this song, but I hope I do. And I'll let people know. It is probably the dumbest thing that we've probably done. And we've done a lot of dumb shit together. But I think that was where our bond kind of grew. It was, one, our hatred of English class and our teacher. Then also the hatred of these fucking chickens in this courtyard fucking roosting at 7 in the morning. And it was just annoying as fuck. So, also that's something else too. It's like, you never know who's going to be your friend. Usually, it's never someone that you are cool with right off the bat. I have a lot of friends who I didn't really like at first, but also that's just my mentality. I'm kind of hate the world kind of kind of guy, you know. But a lot of my friends aren't someone that I would just like, oh, we're cool as fuck. We got all this stuff in common right off the bat. It's mostly people I was just like, I don't know about them, kind of skeptical and shit like that. And then actually getting to talk to them and getting to know them, we hit it off, cool as shit, still to this day. And I think that is a really good basis of like trying to find a good friend. It shouldn't just be like party all the time kind of thing. That's why I kind of hate the new era of people where it's like the whole positive vibes only, blah, 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 blah. I was like, you're going to have some downtimes. And when you have those downtimes, you need somebody who's going to want to be there for you. I get everybody wants to be happy and wants to be around good people and shit like that. But when you're going through shit and you're not feeling too great, you need people who can meet you at that level. You don't need someone who's just going to tell you, oh, you just got to think positive and be happy. And it's like motherfucker, I can't. I speak from experience. I lost family members. I've been through really hard shit, and I've had people just go, oh, you just got to think positive. I was like, fuck you. I'm like, I don't want to think positive right now. I'm like, this is not a time of fucking positivity. And you want someone who's going to be in your corner being like, not necessarily telling you that same shit, but just being like, they feel for you. They get what you're going through. They feel your pain. Even if they've never been through that situation before, you still want somebody there to be like, hey, I get it. You're going through this. It's going to take time, stuff like that. And that's when a real friend comes in. Like a friend shouldn't just be someone there for all the good times. You need some, like, it is, friendship should be, and I'm sad to put it like this, friendship should be like you going through war and y'all in the trenches together. And y'all are two people and y'all are in the thick of this shit. That is a real friend. When shit hits the fan, who are you gonna call? Who is gonna be next to you in your corner? That is a real friend. And a lot of people ain't gonna be that person that's gonna be in your corner because they're gonna be too scared or don't want to be in that fucking situation. And you'll find out real quick how people will change up. I've seen it happen a lot of times. When that shit hits the fan and they don't want to deal with it, they'll just fucking leave like that. They'll leave like in the drop of a hat. Also, I would say that when that does happen, you will truly see who wants to be around you and who doesn't. It could be someone that you, like I said, you might have never really known that you guys were friends, or it's just someone that you just had mutual friends with, never really talked to, but they come through in clutch more than the people that you thought were friends. I've had that a lot where people who I thought were my friends just completely just left me alone, and the person who didn't really talk to too much actually, like, I'm not gonna say came to my rescue, but came, to listen to what I had to say, and we hit it off and stuff like that. You should never write somebody off just because, you don't really hang out or you don't do this and don't do that. It could be someone just out of the blue that could be your actual friend. They could be more of a friend to you than the people that you thought were a friend. One thing about a true friend is y'all might actually get into a fight. It hasn't happened with me and Norman or me and anybody else I've had yet, but it might get to a point where maybe not throwing blows. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but y'all gonna get into like a serious argument and it's gonna get fucking real deep. And About I'll put it like this: like a real friend and a best friend is probably gonna be is like I feel like a real best friend, and this is gonna sound silly as fuck how I say it. A real best friend is like a step under like a marriage, because if you get like a real best friend is damn near like as close as a thing you're gonna have to like a partner, like like when you get married and have your partner, a wife or husband, something like that. That's about as damn near as close as it's gonna get, because they know probably about it, almost the exact same shit about you than like your spouse, probably maybe a little bit more depending on how long y'all have known each other. And you know, I know that's a weird way of saying it, but that's kind of how it feels. It's like it's your best friend is kind of like it's like teaching you how to be the person you're supposed to be before you get into like a relationship and get married and stuff, because they're always going to be there. That if unless something happens and they pass away or whatever, like shit always happens. I got friends who got kids, can't really talk, or kind of fade away or whatever. Oh, we talk here and there, but it does kind of get you to the point where it's like they're usually going to be in your life, and just like when you get married and find that person you want to be with, they're going to be in your life, hopefully forever. So it kind of prepares you for that. They kind of structure you in a certain way. Should I'm trying to think what I wanted to say on that one. So leave some comments in the chat, y'all. I want to know what y'all think, because man, I believe I'm on the right track with this. Like I don't believe every friend should just be like the party friend, or you got to go out and have drinks, or you got to do this and that. There should be a variety of people. In my life alone, I have people who I somewhat see every day, have fun with, but then I know I could have like deep conversations with. Also, I have friends to where we don't, like I said, we don't see each other all the time. We know it can be weeks, it can be months. Shit, sometimes it can be even a year or so. Depends on the person, because hey, a lot of us having kids right now. A lot of my friends have kids. They got businesses they running. They got other responsibilities. Same with me. I'm trying to do my damnedest just to fucking pay bills and try to get my name out there. Not all the time. They're not going to be there for you. But you got to weed out who's real and who's not. And the real ones will always stick with you, through thick and thin. And the fake ones will always just be there when it's party time or when you're on the up. That's kind of like life. And then I don't want to make it seem like having those people who are just always on the up. Well, actually, yeah, I do kind of feel a certain way about that. I don't like having people around me when, I'm feeling good and feeling good about myself, and then they just want to hang out with me then. I want my friends to be around me no matter what. Because then that's really when you get into like fake friend territory, when when you're down, you never really hear from them, and then when you're up, that's when they want to be tagging along with you and shit. Because that's just fake as fuck to me. Like if you want that reciprocation. We got Skylar in the chat. He says, got a friend I've had since elementary school. Nobody knows me better. Nobody knows me better, I think. Nobody can be everything for someone else. People are human and have lives. That is actually a great point. You can't give everybody everything. That's very true. You got to disperse all you can. Well, you got to disperse what you can, I should say. Not all you can. Shit can fall apart with people. Like I said, we all got our own lives. Things have changed from like decades ago to where we all lived in the same places or shit like that. We all move around. We are the generation of moving to different places and doing different things and, trying to live experiences over, just trying to get tied down and doing this and doing that. We try to make time for people, but we don't make time for the people who don't want to be around us. We care more about the people who, how am I trying to say this? We don't got time for the fuck shit. Let's put it like that. It's either we ride or die. Like, it's either we ride or die, or you're not around me at all. And I think personally, I found a lot of people who will ride with me, and if some shit goes down, hey, we know what's about to happen. I got, and I used to not be that good of a judge of character. I used to just hang out with people just because they were popular, or we had shit in common, and then realizing they were a shitty fucking person, and then from there just stop talking to them. And sometimes I was a shitty person too. Like, I'm not gonna just blame it on other people, because I'm shitty here and there. I'm not the best. I'm not the greatest person. I mean, you see, y'all seen this podcast. But at a certain point, you get to a point where it's just like, I'm tired of being around certain type of people, or whatever. You try to find your group. You try to like, I call them the band of misfits. Or I would say the no honor among thieves and shit like that. You try to find your people, whether it's whatever you do. A lot of people be friends because of fucking drugs and shit, or I know people that are friends because they met at raves and they do rave shit, or they do this and do that. It all depends on what you're trying to do. It can be friends for whatever. Or if you want someone who's just there for certain things, hey, I feel like I'm just rambling right now. But a true friend is just someone who, like Skylar said, who knows you better than anybody else. And then also on top of that, they're gonna tell you what the fuck is up. They're gonna tell you when you're wrong. They're gonna tell you when you fucked up. They're gonna tell you all this shit. And the difference between a true friend and a fake friend is, when a fake friend tells you that shit, you're not gonna listen to them. You're not. When a true friend tells you that shit, you're gonna take that to fucking heart. Like, you're gonna be mad a little bit because they told you that, but you're gonna take the time and then readjust and go, you're right, I fucked up. Like, you're gonna do that, because I've had that before. I've had people tell me, like, true friends tell me, like, when I fuck up and when I do shit, and I get mad at them. I don't tell them this. Like, I know I show it, or I walk away or whatever, and I'll stew on it, and I'll be like, God damn it, they were right. A true friend is gonna make you change. Like, not make you, but they're gonna mold you to change. Like, they're gonna tell you something that's gonna make you change something in your life, because they want to see you strive. They want to see you be a better person, and they want to see you happy. I think we're missing a lot of people who don't have true friends. They're just around a lot of people who just are just there for the ride. They're not there for the bad times. They're not there for all that stuff. No one. It feels like now people just care about themselves. They just I get the whole positive shit, whatever. Fine, that's cool. Yes, everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be around happy people. Get that. But when you're in the trenches and you got shit going on, and all those people go away, what do you have left? You're just going to be you on your own. You're going to want that one person, or even a few people in your corner being like, hey, we're there for you. Boom. And that's what you need to lock in. You don't need fake people who just tell you, oh, don't come to me with negativity or don't come to me with your problems. No, you want to be able to pick up your phone and find like that one person or that group of people being like, hey, I'm having a shitty ass day. Can I talk to you? Because more than likely they're probably having something going on too and want somebody to vent to as well. That's a true friend. That's a real friend. You know, I'm there for my people no matter what. Whether they want to vent to me, whether, you know, even if they don't want to tell me what's going on, I'm like, hey, whatever is going on, I'm here. Whenever you're ready to talk to me, talk to me. Now, sometimes there are some times where I'll try to get it out of them right then and there, but usually I'll leave it alone because I'm just like, you know what? I know you're going through shit, and I don't want you going off on me. When you want to talk to me, we'll talk. Like, we can sit down, we can go get food, we can go get coffee or whatever, and let it all out. Going through my chat right now. Seeing a lot of people. See both Alex. See Caretaker in the chat and Alex ATO. What's up? See y'all out there. Need some other people too. Also got some hearts and some likes I saw. I didn't get to see who it was, but I hope y'all enjoying the podcast. But yeah, that's my personal thing about an actual true friend is, you know, it should be someone that you would want around no matter what. So I think that's going to be it for that portion of the podcast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, like once again, it is 2023, and like every year, like everyone does, it's resolution. Everybody has resolutions. So right now, it is resolution talk. Now you leave in the comments or in the chat what you think what are some of your resolutions. I'm gonna go through some of mine, and I don't have a lot. I don't have anything written down. I do have some goals I want to do, and it's not necessarily what I'm trying to do day one, or I guess now day 2 of 2023. It's stuff that I want to do through the year. And also stuff that I'm already going to be doing regardless. Like, my first resolution, get the fuck out of Kansas. Already going to be doing that. And I can't fucking wait. Like I said, there's going to be people that I'm going to miss. There's going to be friends that I'm leaving behind, unfortunately. But it's going to help me get better. Resolution number 2 is, honestly, try to find another place I can get a residency. Find another club that I can get bigger pay, get my name out there, possibly. Well, actually, you know what? I'll just keep it with that. Just find a club to get a residency. Maybe find more than just one, and get that cash. Then go on to resolution 3. Just get my name out there. I want to get better at marketing. I want to get better at advertising. Sorry, I just broke something. Which, honestly, I don't care about breaking this thing. I don't use it anyway. It's going in the trash. That's my one major thing, is marketing and advertising. Even with this podcast, I want to get better at advertising it, marketing it. Which also, with me starting my new job, I'm going to have to move this podcast to a different channel. Well, not channel, on Facebook to a different profile. If not, probably just changing this or just making a new Facebook page and then just using that for like work stuff, and then still have this for podcasting and my DJ stuff or whatever. But yeah, I want to get better at advertising, getting my name out there, so that way I can get bigger gigs and can do bigger clubs than out here, because I know shit, if I'm going to downtown Chicago, it's gonna be big ass clubs. So yeah. Then I think that was number 3. Number 4, getting better at my craft. Like I'm good at what I do, but I want to get better, DJ wise and doing this. As you can see behind me, there's nothing behind me. I took the Bronco flag down. I took the poster down because getting moving, but I want to get better at what I do. I want to get a backdrop with the podcast name on it. I want to get better at DJing so that way I can do more battles. I can show people what I can do, and again, get more money, get more adulation, get more popular and stuff like that. Which I'll be honest with you, I don't really care about getting popular. I don't. I care more about my talent and the people around me who want to be around me, who care about me and want to support. But I get with this thing, it's to get more people to support you, you got to get, I guess, a little bit popular or whatever. But I want my podcast to get more popular, honestly, because I care about this more than a lot of things. Skylar said, I've learned DJ hella quick. I guess, 3 years of doing this. I guess I did. Especially, I also, Skylar, I think with that, because I'm around you and Jay and a lot of people with that big melting pot, I kind of learned how to do a lot of different stuff. But I thank you for that, Skylar. I think that's probably gonna be, still with number 4 too, is getting to be and also being around more DJs and more people to learn different styles. Like I did that here. I learned the EDM style, I learned rave style, got more house music. Being from Chicago, love house music anyway. But learning all the different stuff and then adding it to my club style, really kind of helped me be versatile. Because at first I was doing rap and rock and pop, wasn't really doing a lot of other stuff, but being able to mix a rap song into an EDM song, going into a rock song, mix it with a pop song, and going into a house and this and that, all that shit. I want to start doing that even more. I also want to start doing quicker mixes. So, because it's a big thing here, which a lot of people are like, oh, you can't do quick mixes. I kind of can, actually. It's not too hard to keep up with a beat. I should do quick mixes better than a lot of DJs out here. Little bit of a brag. You already know me. I'm not arrogant. There are small times I will brag about things, but I'm humble. I always stay humble. Actually, that'll be my number 4. Still be humble. I still want to be humble. Still want to help out people. Which that's kind of gonna be weird because my number 5, but I guess it is number 5. My number 6 then. Still want to do shit to help other people. I still want to do, when I move, I want to do another, Wednesday night showcase, open deck night, whatever. If I can find a place to do it, to meet other DJs and get that melting pot again of different styles, so that way, we can all learn from each other. Even if it's just we all hang out, have a drink, do whatever, and then just mess around with shit. I still want to be around other DJs who love this, who actually are passionate about it, not just see it as a gig or a paycheck or whatever, which I'm passionate about it, but I still want to get paid. I'm sorry. I want to get paid for my passion. But I would still do this no matter what. I'm not just going to be like, oh, I got to get paid to do this. No, I play for free a lot of places. I do. I do. I've played for free for places before. I don't care about saying that. But I want to get to a point where I kind of don't have to do that anymore. Where I can get paid for doing what I do. Now, benefits, stuff like that, that's here and there. That I'm playing for free, but I'm donating my time. So stuff like that, it's whatever. Plus, just DJing with friends and stuff like that, it's also different. So And number 6, resolution number 6, which, like I said, is gonna. Number 6, I want to be a little bit more selfish, just a little bit, and I don't mean this in like career wise, somewhat like a little bit career wise, but I do a lot of stuff for other people. Yes, and I've been doing that a lot. Like, I don't just think about myself when I do a lot of things. I always want to help other people no matter what, because there's a lot of talent that a lot of people don't know about, and those people need to get paid. Like, they need to get paid, they need to be seen, they need to get that crowd and get that popularity up in Wichita or in Kansas or wherever the fuck they need to be. Wherever they are, they need the adulation because people have been sleeping on them, and it's time for them to get their time in the spotlight. However, with me moving, me being in a different place, being in a bigger place, I want to be a little bit more selfish. Like, I want to get stuff for myself, so then I can build up things for other people. I want to show people that I mean business. Like, I don't want to just be doing everything for everyone and then somebody takes something or whatever. Like, I still want to do stuff for people, but I want to do a lot more for me, so that way I don't have to struggle like I do, you know. And I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm trying to be a bad person and try to take people's shit. It's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to build. I want to grow my own shit, and I want people to take me fucking serious. That's what I mean by like being selfish. You know, I want to look out for me, and then when I'm good, then start to get other people into that mix. Whether I was kind of putting myself second, I want to put myself first. You know. Resolution number 7. I want to be on the radio, whether as a personality or even just to do a mix, something like that. I want being from where I'm from, listening to WGCI 107.5, Power 92, all the different stuff that I used to listen to when I grew up. I still remember having a DJ on the radio doing like a Friday, Saturday night mix, whether it was an hour, 2 hours, whatever. It was always amazing. And it was always, in those two that I mentioned, they're rap stations. I want to find somewhere where I can still do the different style that I do, which would probably be hard. Or, if I can, get my own radio station to where I can kind of play what I want. It's going to be hard because I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a lot of places I can, be able to play EDM on the radio. That'd be fucking awesome and amazing, but it's going to be hard. Also, the fact that my taste in music is completely crazy. You know, I listen to rock, rap, a little bit of pop music, house music, EDM, trance music, so many different styles of shit. Of course, like reggaeton, Latin pop, all that. You know, all of it melds together at a certain point. But I kind of like certain stuff. And it'll be trying to hard to find a radio station who will want to play that. Resolution number 8, I want to be debt free. I want to make enough money to where I can pay off all my debts and to get my credit score back up. Now that might not be able to be done this year. It's probably going to take a little bit, but if I can get all my goals that I'm trying to do and make that money and get rid of all of it, I would be happy. Resolution number, I think I said that was 8. Number 9 is to get this podcast on a bigger platform. You know, I watch certain podcasts on like KFC Barstool actually, you know what? Not even that. I'll scratch that. I want this podcast to be sponsored by somebody. Whether it's Manscaped, whether it's a fucking VPN, whether it's whatever. Like, I want this to be sponsored by somebody. I'll go out and look at some people, look at some places and companies, see if they'll sponsor it. Because listen to a lot of different podcasts who get sponsored by different things, and I'm actually somewhat popular. And I feel like if I can grow this enough and get more people to watch it, they might sponsor it, which will be great. Should I listen to one podcast who I don't know if they still are, but they were sponsored by Liquid Death. And I have friends who have a podcast and who want to get sponsored by Liquid Death, who should be. They should be sponsored by them because they actually drink the stuff. In I'll say resolution number 10, which like I said, I haven't thought all of this shit through. But I think for number 10, probably I'll say get a better car. Like that can be done. Like I'm trying to pay this car off. If you don't know, I drive a Chevy Impala. It's not the biggest car in the world. I do love Impalas. That's one of my favorite cars. I like that car more than anything else. But the one I got isn't doing too great. I don't know how long it's gonna stick around. I think I got a couple more months until I'm done paying it off. Once I'm done paying it off, I want to get a van or SUV or something that's bigger. Don't know about a truck. I do miss having a truck. I've had one truck in my life. I've had one truck and one van in my life, and I love them both. The truck, unfortunately, had to get repoed because I wasn't making enough. I was like 22 with a fucking big ass truck making like $9.90 an hour. With a $275 truck payment and a $270 insurance payment. So yeah, the math don't add up there. But I want to get a bigger vehicle, and I want to get a better vehicle. I want to get a more reliable vehicle. Not to say that what I have isn't reliable. It's just not big enough. Especially for someone like me. I'm 6'5", 300 pounds, which I know that I'm not putting this as a resolution. I'm going to fucking lose weight. I'm going to stop eating the shit that I do. It's going to take a minute because I eat out a lot. I don't really cook. I'm on the go. I'm busy a lot. But want to lose weight. Want to go to the gym. Or even not even go to the gym. Like just go for walks. Like go take a walk. Do something. I don't know. Just do something different. Because I want to go back down. I was 260 before the pandemic happened, which was still pretty big. I was like 260, 270. My goal weight is like 240. That's what I was in high school. If I can go down to 220, cool. I think for some reason when they said for my height, it's supposed to be like 180 to 200. And I'm just like, no, fuck off. I am not going down to no 180 or 200 pounds. That is way too skinny. And for anybody watching, like, I'm not trying to get a fucking six-pack or anything like that. Like, I just want to get smaller. Like, I want to get stronger and just smaller. I'm thinking about even taking, like, boxing and stuff, too. So, those are my resolutions for this year. Am I going to get all of them done? Probably not. It's going to take a minute. Like I said, I'm not trying to do everything from, like, day one with my resolutions. I know shit takes time. It's opportunities. Actually, I think that would be my resolution 11 is to take more opportunities, take more risk, because I don't really do that a lot. I play it safe a lot with things, and I don't really take a lot of. I've took some, which, hey, it got me connections. It didn't really get me paid. It got me more connections, which is kind of what I want. I want to get paid, yes, but I want to get those connections to get me to the right people, so that way I can get even more money and to get bigger connections and stuff like that to grow what I'm trying to do. And I kind of don't want to do a resolution, an odd number. So I think I need a number 12 in there. I guess 12 is just to date a little bit more. Either date or just, honestly, just, and I hate saying it like this, but just kind of work, like try to change my demeanor a little bit, I guess. And I'm not going to say like I'm going to change my view on everything, but I want to kind of change up kind of how I am, because I get it. I'm not the best person to be around all the time. I get that. I've always known that about myself. I kind of want to change up some things to make myself a little bit better. I'm still gonna have my viewpoint of the world of burn everything, fuck this place, let's restart. But I kind of want to I kind of want to change a little bit how I dress, how I do certain things, how I speak to certain people. But yeah, I think that's not actually not too bad of a resolution. Just try to change some things up in my personal life, and then, hey, honestly, if I want to go out more dates, or even just stay single and just work, and I hate saying work on myself because that sounds very cliche and like shit they say in a movie, but eh, gotta gotta better myself somehow. Doing this podcast has actually helped me a lot. It's helped me be more vocal, which I didn't used to have that. So I'll say, and I actually know what I'm probably gonna end up doing this on an odd number. Resolution 13: speak more often. Like, be not be loud and boisterous, but to have a voice. Say what I mean in person and stuff like that to people, and don't try to like hold it in. I've done that before to where, and there are times where I have hurt people, but there are times where I decide just not to talk, not to say anything, just stew and, just go with the flow, or whatever, or just, and I'll be mad at certain things because I don't speak up. I want to change that. I want my voice to be heard. Whether if I'm in the wrong, in the right, if it's so whatever, I don't want to just be, oh yeah, that's fine. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do this shit. I'm out. Because you got to be that, especially when you're doing like business. It just can't be like, oh yeah, yeah, sure, I'm good with that. Like, nah, I want this much money for this much things, this and that, blah blah blah. If you can't get that, I'm out. Same with my personal life. I want that. I want my voice to be heard. I don't want people to, when I'm trying to talk and then somebody cuts in, I want to be like, hey, I was saying something, chill the fuck out, wait, stuff like that. I want to be that. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be that, but I just want myself to be heard from people. But I think that's going to do it for the podcast. Let me know what some of your resolutions going to be for the year, and also tell me what you think a true friend is. What do you think a true friend is to you? Is it someone who you just want to hang out and party with and be there, or your highs are the high, or do you want it to be someone who is there for you no matter what? They tell you when you're fucking up and when you need to change and when you need to do better, but they're always going to be by your side. Let me know. But this has been another episode of the Negative Degree Podcast. Once again, like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good shit. I'm on all social media, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. Make sure you join the Discord, join the Frozen Wasteland, be a part of the conversation. If there's a topic that you want to hear, let me know. And depending on what it is, I will talk about it on here. I haven't gotten anything yet, but the link is in the description. If the link doesn't work, let me know. I can change it because I've had to change it before. But let me know. Everything is Negative Degree Podcast. Instagram is Negative Degree Pod. You already know where to find me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. You already know where to find me today. I'm going to be at Blue. Once again, this is my last week in Wichita and in Kansas in general. So come and see me. It is DJ Frostbite's last hurrah, I guess I'll call it. I want to call it my last dance, but because it ties in with the Bulls, but I feel like that's kind of like burnt out now. I don't know. But come see me if you can, if you're living in the Wichita area or if you're around the Wichita area. Come out and see me. I'm at Blue tonight, Blue tomorrow, Blue Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be my going away party. Thanks, Jake, for that one. Thursday, I'll be in Newton doing trivia. Friday, no idea yet. Saturday, we'll be doing a benefit. Don't know where it's going to be at yet. It may be at Big Arbor, maybe at Barcode, maybe at Champs, depending on if Big Arbor can't do it. And we switch it somewhere else. Those are two places that I'm trying to have as backups. I'll let people know in the upcoming days. Sunday, probably doing nothing. Honestly, just may go out and see a friend before I leave Monday morning. But you got options to come see me. A lot of places. Oh, and I forgot my other day job. Well, evening jobs. Tonight I'll be at Waltz West doing some stuff, and then Tuesdays I'm at Little Buster's. Come see me there. Tonight I'll be at Waltz West at 6:30, or at least try to get there by 6. And I'll be at Little Buster's probably around the same time, 6:30. Try to get everything set up. Come see me do my thing, see me do my hosting stuff. Um, I guess with that, everybody take care, and as always, stay negative, my friends. Good night.